The Kawasaki KX250F for 2014 has some improvements. The bike has been a class leader the last few years, winning a lot of the shootouts. It's a favorite bike among a lot of the magazines and teams, riders. Pro Circuit's just dominated racing the last few years with this machine, and here's what we got for 2014. For the last few years, Kawasaki's made a lot of improvements to the Kawasaki KX250F. For 2014, it seems to be a lot more fine-tuning. Kawasaki calls their injection system DFI, dual fuel injection. That's what they call it with two dual injectors. The second injector sprays fuel into the intake before the main injector body. There's a whole bunch of technical gibberish that goes with this dual fuel injectors, but the bottom line is the thing makes big power. That's what we notice. It almost feels like a good, perfectly tuned carburetor with the type of hit it has, but of course with no bog or hesitation that you would have with a carburetor. For 2014, the motors have some updates to the cylinder, to the plating within the cylinder to make it stronger, to the crank halves to be more durable, and also to the connecting rod to make it more durable as well. For 2014, one of the new changes is launch control. The 450s had this the last year or two. The 250 now gets it, so better off starts, especially off concrete. Don't have to have as much throttle control. You can just launch off the starting gate. Kawasaki's also updated the oil jet, which sprays into the motor. That allows for better cooling. Going to help the durability of the motor. If you've watched any of the Kawasaki commercials, you know all about these map selectors. There's 3 different color couplers that you can plug in for the type of track conditions. Really nice feature that Kawasaki has that you can really feel on the bike. The exhaust header has been updated with the additional chamber. They have a fancy name for it. We're just going to call it the big old Mega Bomb type header that FMF has. They say it provides better power without the loss of any top-end power. Transmission's been upgraded as well. Now it has a 4-dog gears on the shift drum. Big change. You can definitely feel the shifting difference on the new bike. Kawasaki updated the little plates that hold the engine to the frame. Might sound like a small deal, but they say it helps in the rigidity and feel of the bike. The 250 doesn't boast of air fork, and I think that's a kind of a good thing on this small bike. It has a single side fork, a lot easier to tune on, good performance stock. Both ends of the suspension have been updated on the fork and shock with newer settings internally. The 2014, to tell the difference between it and a 13, has the white rear fender, big styling difference. Kawasaki has finally stopped vulcanizing their throttle grip to the throttle tube, so you can actually remove the stock grip from the throttle tube without having to grind it off. The Kawasaki KX250F boasts huge numbers in its wins over the last few years with Kawasaki's dominance. In 250F class, they've won way more championships than anyone else, any other brand. They have over 60% of all 250F overall MX wins, over 40% of all 250F Pro Supercross wins, and over 50% of all 250F overall Pro wins combined. Just massive numbers from the KX250F.